In today's video, we'll learn how to make money come to you. You have started the year with great optimism. You have come up with a great plan for making money come to you. You want to have $4 million in your bank account, but earn $40,000 a year. This is how you do it. Number 5. Brainstorm. Get a group of people together. They can be friends, colleagues, relatives, loved ones, neighbors, or whatever. Explain what you're trying to do, that you're trying to come up with a list of ways to make lots of money, and that you'd like them to help. Sit everybody down around a table and ask the first person for suggestions. Tell them you want them to be as creative as they can be. Don't rule any suggestion out, no matter how outlandish. Make no judgment on suggestions. The time will come when you have to prune the list and choose the items you will put your time, effort, and energy into. But this is not that time. Be as wild and unconventional and impractical as you like. Laughing while you're doing this is good. Unconstructive criticism is not. Now, move on to the next person, and then the next person, writing down everybody's suggestions. If people can think of something, they can say pass. When everyone says pass, then you're out. This should give you a good list to work from. If you're having difficulty doing this for yourself, why not harness the knowledge of people around the table who know you? For example, everyone could write down what they think is their best skill or quality. Pass it to the person next to them, and then that person comes up with a money-making idea based on that skill or quality. Another way to encourage people to develop ideas is to have an idea limit. For example, we have to reach, say, 50 ideas before we can stop. As an alternative to doing it like this, you can give everybody pencils and pads and have them write their suggestions and then stick them all on a wall. Number 4. Develop mind maps. Mind mapping is a powerful tool that can aid learning, problem analysis, and clearer thinking. As the name suggests, mind mapping produces a record that imitates the human mind's work. While there are some simple conventions for drawing them, mind maps usually end up as individual as the person who produced them. To draw a mind map, do the following. Put the subject under consideration in a central image or picture. Make the main ideas associated with that subject revolve around the central image as branches. Attach subsidiary ideas to higher level branches. Keep doing this until you can think of anything else. With mind maps, you can quickly generate ideas on a given subject. To keep control of and structure these ideas, mind mapping has the concept of basic ordering ideas, BOIs. These are the main ideas that radiate from the central image. Thus, once you've identified the subject you want to consider, the next step is to identify your BOIs. These are the key concepts within which many other concepts can be organized. How do you decide which BOIs to use? Well, you can think of them as chapter headings, as if you were writing a book. In other words, what would the chapter headings be if you were to write a book about the subject you're mind mapping? You would want chapter headings to be meaningful and easy for the reader to follow. If the reader only read the chapter headings, they would understand what the book is about. So that's what BOIs are. Somewhere between 3 and 7 words or phrases that describe your mind map at a high level. The BOIs will then serve as a structure to build the rest of the mind map. This is how you should build your mind map. Put the subject under consideration in a central image or picture. In the following example, the subject is, how will the money come to me? Identify the BOIs. In this case, just for illustration, I've identified 4: job, business, personal, and creative. Maybe you can do something creative. Make the BOIs associated with that subject radiate from the central image as branches. Attach subsidiary ideas to higher level branches. Number 3. Go for a long walk. I'm not kidding. And if you've never tried it, you really should. Take a bottle of water, put on decent shoes, and walk for at least an hour. A short walk is good because once you've walked out for half an hour, you have no choice but to spend the other half hour coming back. As you set out, just plant the idea that you'd like to develop ways of making lots of money. After that, you don't need to think about anything in particular. Your current cares and worries will occupy your thoughts at the beginning. A strange thing will happen though. After about half an hour, your mind wanders about many things during that time. It is quite likely that ideas for your list will come to you. If this sounds a little crazy, don't take my word for it. Here is British writer Kenneth Grahame, author of The Wind in the Willows on the same subject. The quote is taken from an essay called The Fellow That Goes Alone, which Grahame wrote for his old school magazine, for nature's particular gift to the walker, through the semi-mechanical act of walking. A gift no other form of exercise seems to transmit in the same high degree, is to set the mind jogging, to make it get loose, exalted, a little mad maybe, certainly creative, and super sensitive. Number 2, go to sleep. Yes, I'm serious. And just before you do, in those few moments before you fall asleep, plant the same question in your head. What way could I make more money? It's quite possible that in your dreams or in the morning when you wake, some new ideas will come to you. Ensure you have a pad and pen on your bedside table ready to jot it down. Number 1. Start to look for opportunities. Start doing this everywhere you go, while walking or driving around, with every TV program you watch, the newspaper you read, or the radio program you listen to. Look at or read about wealthy people and how they became wealthy. If you're living in Europe, get a cheap ticket to New York and spend a few days there to see what's hot. Bring that idea back to Europe. Check out the internet and Google on things like top 10 business ideas, or top 10 green business ideas, or top 10 business ideas in a recession, or top 10 opportunities in a recession, or top 10 ways to start a business with no money. Always remember the 3 things you're looking for. What is there to sell? Are there people who want to buy the product? Is there a route to market? For example, to get the product to the market, add any new ideas to the list of things you already have. Thanks for watching till the end. Help me spread mastery and knowledge on the internet by sharing this video with your colleagues and friends. Until next time, have a great day.